Thank you again. For the record, Daryl Perry, CEO of Liberty Lobby LLC. The prime sponsor said that this is enabling legislation, and it would enable local municipalities to entice new business and give them special tax breaks for a period of years that, as I've seen in other parts of the country, have actually wound up having negative effects on the community. In Birmingham, Alabama, a decade ago, when I had moved back from Pennsylvania, the city of Birmingham gave Walmart a sweetheart deal. Here's a big chunk of land that has been condemned, and here's tax breaks for a period of years. In all, it totaled about $13 million of special benefit for the purpose of getting a Walmart that currently existed to move 3 miles to where it would be in the city of Birmingham so that they could collect the sales tax. What happened was, several years after the Walmart moved in, several small businesses in the immediate area went under because Walmart was able to undercut. And then when the tax benefit ran out, Walmart closed, which is one of the few times I've ever heard of a Walmart closing. And now that building is some discount retailer that I don't think is doing anywhere near the amount of business that was displaced. I mentioned moving from Pennsylvania to Alabama, and one of the communities near where I lived had given this wonderful deal to Sony to build a manufacturing plant. And when the tax breaks ran out, the manufacturing plant closed down. So this will enable local municipalities to give special benefit to chosen people, picking winners and losers, if you will. And then when the tax breaks run out, businesses will probably wind up leaving the rest of the bill to existing businesses, to existing homeowners. And I also noticed that this is only for new construction for commercial and industrial. Why not new construction of residential? Because don't we really want to entice people to move to New Hampshire? People, not just businesses. Certainly we need businesses, but we need people as well. So if you want to entice people, you don't pick winners and losers, you make everybody a winner. Reduce taxes across the board, and then it's not a special privilege for one man or one class of men, as is referenced in Part 1, Article 10, where it says government is instituted for the common benefit, protection, and security of the whole community, and not for the private interest or emolument of any one man, family, or class of men. I see HB 316 as giving special benefit and protection to a private interest and a certain class of men. Therefore, I recommend this committee find HB 316 inexpedient to legislate, and I'll answer any questions.
Thank you. Any questions from the committee? Thank you, Mr. Chair. Earl, thank you. You and I know that we are together on many, many things.
Yes.
And, you know, we always find the contemplation of what liberty really means is always up for debate, as it always should be. But if I could respectfully challenge your premise,
Certainly.
say, isn't it also liberty that a bill which is purely enabling legislation, which requires a vote of the legislative body, so the actual residents and taxpayers of that town, for them to make a decision to embrace a concept, isn't that the ultimate form of liberty?
I would say that it could be. And one thing, and I think that, you know, we may respectfully disagree on what democracy is. Some people see democracy as this wonderful example of self-governance, to where, you know, majority rule. And I remember being told in junior high, it's majority rule, minority right. And really, you know, the minority, the greatest minority is the individual. So if one of the municipalities that you represent, Senator, said that you can paint your house whatever color you want as long as it's not purple, then I believe you would agree that that's infringing on the rights of a minority, specifically the individual. It's telling the individual what they can or cannot do. And really, democracy is not a majority, but rather a plurality of people enforcing upon the majority. We recently had municipal elections in a lot of towns. Keene has a SB2 organized school district where we had less than 2% voter turnout. And it was less than 2% of the people that decided that the school budget was going to be $66 million, which just a few years ago, the school budget was $60 million. So do the math and see how it's increased over the years. So yes, on the one hand, it does allow the people to decide, but when you actually look at it, it's a minority of people that are actually winding up making that decision for the majority.
Thank you so much for your question. I appreciate it. Hearing none, all in favor?